Jojo, and welcome or welcome back to the Knitting Bird. I'm coming to you from a cooler day in Plymouth Devon here. It's really nice and cool today. I think by lunchtime it's coming up a bit warmer again, but I quite like the coolness. Oh, it's nice. So today's video is going to be all about, I have 3 whips that I've been currently working on, and I cast on something new. Shouldn't have done, but hey, here we are. It's been too hot to knit on Gansey, which I have knitted on it, but only in the evening. So yeah, it's been too warm for it. It's like a blanket on my lap, so. So the first thing I'm going to show you is my socks. You haven't seen my knitted socks for a while. I've been knitting them quite a bit this week because I even took it to knit group on Sunday because it was too hot to knit anything else. This is the Opal mixtape that I got from Bristol when I went to go to Bristol and picked up some sock yarn. It's really nice, a woolly wool, and this is the colours. Oh, I love it. Really, really nice. And I've made progress. So I knit my socks on a 2.25mm needles. I've never gauged for, I've never done a gauge swatch for socks. I've done 4 inches of the length of the sock, and I've done a heel flap and gusset, picked up the stitches, and I'm now currently working on the feet of the foot of the sock. I do it to just before the mark, just before the 8 inches, and they fit perfect then. Oh, I love them. They're really good. I like the colour. So I was knitting these on the train, so we went away at the weekend, so I was knitting these on the train. It's a 3-hour train journey, so yay, love them. So that's my socks. The other thing that I've been knitting on is the Pouf. I think the last time you've seen it, I was nearly finished. I was nearly on a nearly finished sleeve. So it's the Pouf. My sleeves are baggy like this, but not as baggy. It's the whole thing's knitted on a 4mm needle, even the ribbon. And it's in my Jo's knitting bag. I'm super happy with this. So 1 sleeve. 2 sleeves, and they're matching. And I'm hoping you can see, oh, it's hard to show you. I've started a little pocket. See that there? So I've got this much left of a ball, of the 50-gram ball, and I've got 2 full 50-gram balls left, and maybe like 5 grams of another ball left, not much left at all. So last week I was talking to you about putting in how to insert a pocket. What I told you was correct, but that's for a bottom up cardigan, not for a top down cardigan. My cardigan is knitted top down, so I will explain how I did it, I found a tutorial on knitting the stash, and I will link her in the description box below. She was really clear on how to do it. So you work out where you, obviously when the garment's on, you work out where you would like your pocket to be placed. So this is the top of the pocket. And so on this stitch holder, so you knit along, in this case I've knitted 12 stitches and then put 18 stitches on a stitch holder. And then what you do is you cast on the 18 stitches, you recast those back on, which will make a hole. And then you knit around to the other side and do the same thing. And what you do is you knit this will be the outside of your pocket. So you knit this, you count down how many rows you've done to before you get to how long you want your pocket, and then you do the ribbing afterwards. So I'm trying to explain this. So you knit this as the fabric all the way around, and the bit that's left on hold is your insert. So however many rows you've knit on the outside, you then will knit the same rows for your insert for the inside of the pocket. And then when you get to the end, you like sort of purl two together to join them, and then you just join the sides of the pockets. So if I get to near the ribbon, which I'm going to only do like 2 inches of ribbon, so I'm going to see how far this ball takes me. So I want my pocket a little bit, obviously want my pocket a little bit longer than that. If I feel like I've not got enough yarn left, I can insert a different colour, so it would be a pop of colour coming out of the pocket, which will be nice because this yarn, it's got loads of little different coloured flecks on it. So I am actually thinking that my insert pocket, the insert bit, will be a different colour. I think that would be really cool, because you'll just see a little bit of a colour pop at the top. So that's where I'm at with my Le Pouf. Oh, it looks so nice. I'm so happy with that. It's so easy. It is easy to put a pocket in. I hope I've explained it correctly. But I will put the lady in the description box below, and you can add pockets to anything, into a jumper, a cardigan. I love pockets on cardigans. I learnt to do them for my sister-in-law's cardigan. She wanted pockets, and I was like, I don't know how to do pockets, and I learnt how to do them. They're really simple. So as long as you've cast off enough or put on hold enough stitches so that your hand fits in it. I mean, I only want it for a little tissue, and I won't be able to put a foam or anything in there. Yeah, so I'm really chuffed with that. It's coming on really well. I was just mindlessly knitting on that last night. Sometimes you just need that, don't you? Oh, I love it. Can't wait to finish it. So yeah, that's my Le Pouf. Ooh. The other thing that I've been working on, obviously, is my Gansey, which is my brother-in-law's. Really thirsty this morning. I am super happy with this. So, all over the place today. So you can see on here where I've picked up the sleeve stitches were here. I've now completed the gusset. I hope you can see that. I might have to insert a photo somewhere. Oh, there we go. And now I'm on knit 4 rounds, decrease 2 stitches every 5th round, and you'll decrease in either side of these stitch markers there, which is your fake seam. So I feel I haven't done a lot, but I think I have. It's quite a lot of sleeve done there. I really need to just crack on with it, to be fair. But it's just been so hot to knit on it on my lap. So this is what it's looking like. Oh, I was super happy with it. Yay! So that's my sleeve, like that. Yep, super happy. And yay! It's just been so hot to be knitting with this on my lap. I've been folding it up like a blanket, but it's just too hot. So I knit it with it like that on my lap, flat packed. All my hairs are on it. So I'm really happy with that. Good progress. So that's that. Just looking at my notes. And that Janet Gansey's knitted on 2.25mm needles, the same as my socks, so very fine stitches. So I'm just really happy with it. Be able to knit some more of that tonight. Yeah, be able to knit some more of that tonight. As it's a bit cooler, I'm hoping I can get quite a bit done. And the other thing that as I said, I've got a new cast on. I shouldn't have cast it on, but hey, I've cast it on because I'm doing. It's a gift for somebody. I'm gonna surprise someone with a gift. So here we go. I've cast it on an emotional support chicken. I think this might be my 12th chicken. And I love the colours. Oh, look at this. It's all different colours. It's a fully 100% acrylic. I found it in my cupboard. So when I'd done a yarn organisation podcast, and I found a whole plastic bag full of yarn for chickens, and this is the one that I picked out for this chicken. And I'm trying to find some more of this. I love this variegated yarn. And it's worked up like this. So when you put it in half, this is the start of the chicken. Forget all the tail ends. Don't really need to weave them in. And this is the ends, and then I do like 3 needle bind off. You can crochet it, but I'm not very good at crochet, so I do a 3 needle bind off. So yeah, really chuffed with that. I love the colours. I love doing multi-coloured chickens. So I found loads of yarn in that cupboard. So this is going to be a special gift for somebody, and I can't say who. You will soon find out. And talking of chickens, I've now got 95 subscribers. So hello everybody, welcome. I'm just blown away. My last 2 podcasts that I filmed, it's just going up and up and up, and lots of likes and comments, and Oh, it's been lovely, so thank you very much. So in previous podcasts I said if I reach 100 subscribers you might receive an emotional support chicken if you live in the UK, and then the people that don't live in the UK, I'm going to do like a ravelry pick your own pattern of your choice, and I can send that out to you through a PDF, I think. So yeah, so that's really good. So that's what I've been currently working on. Priority really, the plan going forward, the priority really is Gansey. I really need to have hours done on it, and I would like it off the needles. There's no way I'm going to get it off the needles by next Wednesday when my daughter breaks up from school, but I'm going to have to knit it on evenings. I do really want it off the needles now so I can concentrate on my Pouf. That's really close to finishing now as well. I have got my Besties hoodie in this bag, and the new people might not have seen it. This is the Besties hoodie from Tin Can Knits. And yeah, this is how much I've done. I've forgotten about this pattern, this project. Oh, I love it. It's going to be an oversized jumper or a hoodie. I think I've just got to knit this front panel down to the same as the back panel. So I haven't got much to go on that. And it's just an Aldi acrylic yarn that I'm trying to use up from my stash. And I just wanted something that I could wear in the summer when we're on the beach and we're getting off the beach. Just something to throw on. So that's the Besties hoodie from Tin Can Knits. The sleeves are going to be like a lilac-y purple, light lilac purple colour. And the hood is going to be like a variegated, and it's got a pocket as well, so I think the pocket's going to be variegated as well. I actually can't remember because I'll have to look back on my notes. I've not knitted in this for quite a while, months I would say. I'm trying to get my Pouf off the needles and my Gansey off the needles. Socks is just car knitting anyway, and chickens I can do overnight time. So I'm just trying to get stuff finished and completed really, and then I can focus on the Besties hoodie when we're going day trip and stuff in the summer holidays. So yeah, it's a lot of projects and I actually get quite overwhelmed with it all. And I've been going on Instagram and stuff and seeing people's lovely summer knits and that, thinking I want one of them, but I can't cast anything else on. It's just, I as I said, I get very overwhelmed with too many whips. So I don't know why I casted on a chicken, but I thought that was a good thing to do at the time. Mind you, chickens don't take me long to knit anyway. I know, as I said, it's the 12th chicken I've knitted, so yeah, they don't take long to knit. I think once you've done one, you remember how to do I just have to refer to the pattern a little bit sometimes. So yeah, that's it for knitting. A little bit about what's been happening this week. It's been a really busy week. We've been here, there and everywhere, out for lunches. I've been to my 2 knit groups as per usual. Sunday I went to knit group and Harry hadn't made a mistake on her. She'd finished the sleeve, so that was really good. And started the other sleeve straight away, so brilliant, that fair play to her. And as I was there, I was knitting socks and made a mistake on decrease round. I did a slip knit, but I didn't as I knitted through the two together, I didn't pick up the stitch very well, and it looked a bit funky, it looked a bit not right. So I went to go and change it, and then I lost where I was, and I was like, oh, I had to drop the stitch and then try to re-knit it. It was all a thing, but it was back on the needles, so that was good. And they've added me to their WhatsApp group so that when Sundays come, I'll know if people are going to be there or not. Obviously, when the summer holidays are coming now, some people might be there and some people might not be there. On Monday just gone, I went to knit group at my local community centre. That was a bit of a laugh. There was about 7 of us this week. The week before there was only 3, so sometimes it's hit and miss, isn't it? So yeah, that was nice to go and see all them and see how they're doing and stuff. And on Saturday just gone, we went to Cheltenham for a do out at Cheltenham near the Cheltenham racehorses. It was a 3-hour journey from Plymouth to Cheltenham on the train, and luckily it was a straight through train journey. It was a really, really hot day that day, but thankfully the train had aircon on and it was lovely. I managed to knit quite a bit of my sock and just chilled out. It was nice to take time out for me and my husband. So the event we went to at Cheltenham was in a lovely, lovely house, or a hotel, sorry, like a hotel spa. Lovely, lovely scenery, very posh do it was. Suited and booted. The company that it's been running for 40 years, so they wanted to say a big thank you for the people that were involved in his company. It's a pension company. So we went out and the train trip was lovely, did a lot of sock knitting, as I said. When we got there we had a beer and there was a free bar, and you could put money in for a disabled charity. There was a pony, there was coconut shy, there was loads of stuff happening around us, and the sceneries were absolutely glorious. We had a barbecue, and then our train was like 10, we went in a local pub on while we waited for the train, and then it was a 3-hour train journey back. We got home about 9:30, but as we were on the way, when we got off the train going, we had something to eat, a drink, and got in a taxi, and I heard a ping of my dress, and it was either a ping or it sounded like a tear in my dress, and I was like, said to my husband, oh my god, my dress is just broke. And you know the back of your bra strap, you've got like a metal runner that makes your bra tighter or looser. Well, they had this on the dress, but it was plastic, and the plastic bit had broken, and the strap completely broke off the back of my dress, so it was just dangling. And I went, oh no, what do I do now? And I was in a state of panic, like I can't go around with the strap coming down of my dress. So I said to my husband, well, how are we going to fix it? And I went, oh, I know. And inside my bag, thankfully, I had a little light bulb stitch marker, which was metal, and my husband managed to fix the dress by putting the stitch marker in to secure it, and it worked. So I was like, yes. And I had so many compliments on my dress and the and my tattoo and everything else. It was just a really lovely, lovely day. Loads of people, I say loads, 3 or 4 people come up to me and said, I really like your dress, it's lovely. So that was in it, and I bought it from eBay from a seller, and it was 100% cotton as well, which was much needed on the Saturday. And then we got the train home, but the train was so packed of people standing and sitting. The aircon was on, but you couldn't feel it because there was so many bodies around, so it was quite warm going home. Really, really hot, but it was a really nice day. And then on the sun, and and then I got some photos of me. I'm not knitting, but there's photos of the hotel and scenery, so I shall put some of them at the end of the video. And then on the Sunday we were invited to my friend's little birthday. She was 6 and she had a little pool party, and I wasn't sure if Annabelle would like it or not, but we went, and we did last a couple of hours. But poor little Annabelle at the moment, we think she's got a bit of teething problems. She's dribbling and it's running out of her mouth like a tap. And we think, because she's 12, we think her wisdom teeth are coming through the gums, and I think she's in a lot of pain. She can't eat a lot of hard stuff. Her favourite biscuits she hasn't had for quite a while. So she's been living on Weetabix, bless her, which is, at least it's food. I mean, she did have some pasta yesterday. We got a dentist appointment on Friday for her, so we just have to keep giving her like Calpol and stuff. So we did last a little bit at the pool party, but she wouldn't even get in the water, bless her. So we thought, I said to my friend, I'm really sorry, but we're gonna have to go. So we went, and I went to go and shut the back gate, and the step going out of hers into the back lane was quite high and then levelled off to like ground level. And as Annabelle sort of pulled me to want to go, I come off the step on my right side, my ankle went right over, and we landed on the gravel. Annabelle was on top of me. We are okay, I'm okay. I've bruised my ankle. My ankle's quite swollen. Well, it's a little bit swollen and bruised. The bruises is coming out. I've bruised the top of my leg. I've scraped the top of my fingers, and my arm was a bit bruised and sore. My friend said to me, "Why didn't you shout out?" I said, "You wouldn't have heard me," because my friends are quite, they're loud, and the kids are loud. They're all excitable for the party. I said, "You wouldn't have heard me, and anyway, you'd have just laughed at me laying on the floor." She said, "Well, we would have laughed at you and then helped you up." I was a bit like, cheers then. So yeah, my ankle it's bruised all the way around really, but I'm sure it will calm down, and it's quite swollen. So yeah, it's been an eventful week. So yeah, that's about it really. What else? Also, I do have a Ko-fi account, and I decided last week, because I'd lost a lovely friend, and he was only 48. I grew up with him, and the charity him and his family would have liked was to go to the Mind charity. So anyone that would like to put a donation or a tip in to tip me, it will all go to the Mind charity. I'd like to give back to the charity. Yeah, so if you'd like to do that, you're more than welcome. So yeah, that's a bit about what's been happening with me. I'm off to, me and my husband, I'm just gonna, after this, I'm gonna go and do some washing on the line, because it's a nice day for it to blow dry. I did all the beds last night. So that all needs to go on the line. And then me and my husband's going to go out and see my father-in-law. He's 93, so we're just going to go and do a bit of a check-in, have some lunch for him and have a bit of a chat, see how he's getting on in the heat and stuff, if he needs any shopping and whatnot. And then get Annabelle from school, or from transport. She would have had hydro pool today, so she would have loved to be in there swimming, splashing around. It's like a big bath for her, so that'll help with their mobility. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing today. I shall post this up later this evening, so watch out for that video, for this video. Yeah, and thanks again for everyone who's watching, who comments, and please put a like, subscribe, and comment. I love the comments because it's really nice to interact with you all and see what you've been knitting and stuff. Also, I've just done a little video of a shout out to the Surrey knitter because I got some yarn from her. So go check that out because it's a good shout out for her. I got a new subscriber through her as well. So hello to you. Hello to everybody. So I hope you all stay well and safe, and especially in the heat in the UK. And keep knitting if you can. I have really struggled this week for knitting, so hopefully I can get a little bit more done for next week's podcast. Yeah, so take care of yourselves, and I shall see you on the next one. Bye for now.